The apprentice program is designed to be an intensive, and that can be a really scary word, but I like to think of it as, you know, if you were going to learn a language, you might go and immerse yourself in that language for a set period of time. And I think this program allows you to do that with Shakespeare in particular.
This is a joy-based program, and what I mean by that is that we hire people that also feel that way too, and we don't want to cause people trauma to get better work out of them. It's antithetical to my being, and I won't have it in my places of work. And just trying to sort of spread that ethos that it's okay to have joy while you work. You can have joy and risk in the same room. That you can feel safe and have joy and make bold choices versus trying to bully you into a better performance. I just don't believe in that.
The purpose of the apprenticeship is to really instill early professional actors a love for Shakespeare and an approach to it that is both repeatable and digestible and can really produce just great classical work. It's for people that have no Shakespeare training. It's for people that want to take their Shakespeare training and go to a deeper level. It's basically for, I would say, early emerging professionals to teach yourself, how do I give myself a process that's repeatable, has depth, is joy-based, and that I can carry into any production or project that I want.
When I first started this program, I was extremely nervous about whether or not I could keep up with everybody here. But one thing I realized is that I belong here just as everybody else does. We all bring something unique to the table, and it was so beautiful to see that come to life.
A day in the life of an apprentice is full of great training and work and friendship and making connections. A typical day would start with maybe text class and then voice and movement class. We do monologue coaching, scene coaching, and then once a couple of weeks go by, we have auditions, and there's roles given out to everyone. There's guaranteed casting, so you know that you're going to be working on something for the remainder of the summer. And there are rehearsals, there are sometimes intimacy workshops or fight workshops, self-care for actors workshops. It's a really, really full summer.
One of my favorite workshops that we did was the clowning workshop. It was just so much fun to get to really go full freak mode with everybody. We got to be fully uninhibited, and we did this fun game where we split off into groups and we improvised a song about all the things we love, and it was just such a great way to really see people coming out of their shell and lighting up, talking about these things they care about, but also just getting to really take up space and be as crazy as they wanted without worrying about how they were looking.
I love Shakespeare. I think that it's like a little puzzle. It's like the Sudoku of words. There is so much treasure to be found as you work on Shakespeare. I really love that when you go into the text, it's as if Shakespeare was trying to give clues to his actors. This is the word that needs the emphasis. I'm going to capitalize it in the first folio. I'm going to put the comma here because that's how we need to shape our rhetoric. And there's so many clues that he left that they were able to compile and give us this amazing treasure trove of plays that have universal stories. And that you can play with now.
So we have a number of work studies. We have our largest one is our audience ambassador work study, which is essentially a front of house work study where folks will work about half of our performances on the Boston Common, get a chance to interact with our audiences, get to learn how we put on a really unique and massive show in a really untraditional venue, get to learn about our accessibility practices, and really get to understand boots on the ground, that amazing, weird, fun, cool gift that we give to the city of Boston. We also have opportunities in our costuming for the ARC performances that students are doing, as well as our marketing and our production as well. So folks really can explore the other avenues of the shows that they're putting together, not just the performance forward ones.
So when I found out that this apprenticeship had a social media apprenticeship, I got really, really excited because I ran social media accounts for my college and I really missed it after I graduated. So seeing that this was even an opportunity on the website made me want to do this apprenticeship even more than I already did. And it has been so fun, and I have got to do so many fun videos with everyone in this program.
So here at the apprenticeship program, our goal is to meet apprentices wherever they are at and then bolster them from there. And sometimes that includes things like accommodation needs. We've had apprentices in the past who have been dyslexic, so we have specific fonts that we put our texts into when we're giving them any kind of written paperwork or any kind of scripts, things like that. We've had apprentices in the past who have had sensory needs, and so oftentimes we have fidgets in the green room, or we encourage folks that if we're sitting around and you're really sedentary, you need to get up and take a lap during a long text class, that you're invited to show up, sit on the floor, sit on a chair, change positions, get up, walk around, take a lap, leave the room, come back when you're ready, take care of yourself and advocate for what you need, and know that we're gonna meet you there in whatever that looks like.
I think the best example of support in this community is how we all rallied for Kate Bounds when they went up on the Common and we had a Kate Bounds fan section.
So I've never been able to be an understudy before. So CSC's understudy program was very well structured. I never felt like I was lost or on my own. I felt very cared for in the learning and in the performing. Even just being able to hop into the team for As You Like It for one night, I got to really feel that intense, vibrant spirit of collaboration that was present in the cast.
I think the thing that's really cool about the CSC Apprentice program is that we don't try to keep our apprentices away from the professional company. We actually have what we like to call a non-siloed system, which means that the professional company is sort of what could be one silo, and the CSC2, the non-equity members of the company on the Boston Common, they're a group, and then there's the apprentice program. And we're not trying to keep people away from people. We actually want you to learn what it's like to be a professional.
I am here to hype up Bryn Boyce. She was my director for Henry IV Part 1, and it was a joy to work with her. She pushes you, but she also knows when to give you grace. She'll never let you fall. I am only confident in my performance because Bryn Boyce is like, and yeah, I trust her with my life, and if you come here, it is an honor and a privilege to work with her.
Michael is the director of Measure for Measure, and I just love that guy. We really focused on the text, which I feel like has made everyone go on the same page for the whole show. The whole cast is so connected. We know exactly what everybody's saying. I think we all can beat out every single sentence that everyone is saying on stage at any given time, which is a very impressive thing to do. So thank you, Michael.
I think it's a much more collaborative effort than when you go to other tuition-based programs. You know, we are all doing this together. And it will be different every year based on who is here with us and who is here for the number of us. But it is something that we really don't hold ourselves on a pedestal. It's just we just happen to have a few more years of knowledge that we're willing to share.
I had never been to Boston before. This is my first time in the city, and I love it here so much that I'm staying. I hope to continue to network within Commonwealth Shakespeare Company, as well as expanding my network in the greater Boston area.
One of the things that's great about the apprenticeship program is that it does feel very personalized, and we want to make sure that we are supporting each individual based on what their needs are. And so the more we can know about you, the more we can bolster and support you through your time here at the apprenticeship program.
Before this, I was afraid of Shakespeare anything. I was afraid of trying because I felt like the text was above me and hard to understand, and I honestly always kind of ignored it. I am so happy I said yes to this. I am extremely happy that I got over my fears and decided to put myself in the unknown and try this program. I truly believe that this is a program that you should do.
I think this is the perfect place if you are looking to grow and learn and challenge yourself and meet incredible people who are also wanting to do the same. And you can do it here joyfully, you can do it safely, you can do it bravely, and I think that is what makes being an apprentice here so unique and special and worth doing.
Shakespeare's for everybody! And everybody is we!